like geddytrey on stuff. Whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Case stands. Today is the day. This is the beginning of our journey on this channel into Eminem and his acclaimed GOAT status. I've heard a few tracks from Eminem. I'm not that ignorant. However, I did just do a reaction to Eminem and Juice WRLD Lace It, and I wasn't impressed with Eminem, and you guys equally weren't impressed with my reaction, so there's obviously something I'm missing. I've heard a few of the, you know, the mainstream ones. I think I've heard Rap God. I know that fast rapping. I've heard that. Fire. Lose Yourself. I've heard that. I think I've heard one with 50 Cent. I think I've heard him do one with Akon as well, maybe back in the day, if I'm remembering that correctly. Could have been Akon, could have been T-Pain, and I'm pretty sure I've heard the ones that he's done with Lil Wayne too. No Love and something, but I've never really delved into him, so I promise not every introduction is gonna be this long. I just thought that I'd explain it to you guys if any of you are new to the channel and to the journey. This is the start of it, so I thought I'd go with a lyric video because there is no official music video. However, they've spelt the word infinite wrong already, so not the highest of hopes, but I'm guessing it's only uphill from here. Without further ado, let's go. I'm genuinely nervous about this because if I don't like it, I don't want you to hate me, all right?
Oh yeah, it's like Eminem, baby. Back up in that motherfucking ass. One time for
Oi! Now, obviously, I haven't heard much of Eminem, but I've never heard him sound this young. So, a lot of you guys told me that I should start with Infinite because that's one of his earliest tracks. Did he make this when he was in the womb? Oh yeah, this is Eminem's baby. God damn. He sounds like a child. Comment section, let me know how old he actually was, please. Thank you.
one time for your motherfucking mind. We represent the 313. You know what I'm saying? They don't know shit about this.
I don't. What's the 313?
Hey yo, my pen and paper cause a chain reaction to get your brain relaxing. A zaniac, the maniac in action. A brainiac, in fact, son. You mainly lack attraction. You look insanely whack when just a fraction of my tracks run. My rhyming skills got you climbing hills. I travel through your mind into your spine like siren drills. I'm slamming grills of roaches with spray to disinfects and twisting necks of rappers to this spinal column disconnects. With this index and check.
Bro, how layered is that? Fuck off. How layered is that? Insanely whack when just a fraction of my tracks run. Oi, fraction, tracks run. The way he's layering these. Like I say, he sounds like a child. He sounds like a so, because if this was when he was like young, this seems like the sort of rap that you do when you're like 15, 16, when you just you're not even saying anything. You're just rapping words. You're just rhyming words and putting them in nice little flows and cadences. This is fire off top. I like this, it feels free.
My pen and paper cause a chain reaction to get your brain relaxing. A zaniac, the maniac in action. A brainiac, in fact, son. You mainly lack attraction. You look insanely whack when just a fraction of my tracks run. My rhyming skills got you climbing hills. I travel through your mind into your spine like siren drills. I'm slamming grills of roaches with spray to disinfects and twisting necks of rappers to this spinal column disconnects. With this
Fatality.
and check the monologue. Turn your system up, twist them up and indulge in the marijuana smog. This is the season for noise pollution, contamination, examination of more cartoons than animation. My lamination of narration.
Contamination and animation. Okay. It's the way that he moved from turn your system up, twist them up. It's the way that he moved from that because, oh my God, tears in my eyes. Especially, like, it's the fact that I'm picturing him being so young and being this capable, like, with his lyricism, with his cadences. Like, there's 4-bar schemes that he's working along. but he's tethering it along that 4-bar and keeping it going, so it's like 4.5. But then twist them up is such a short rhyming syllable that that's the 0.5 that he needs to add on to the next bar to then for him to go into and indulge in a marijuana smog. And let me find out Eminem's a weed smoker. That's my poison. I'm in. Let's go.
Marijuana smog. This is the season for noise pollution, contamination, examination of more cartoons than animation. My lamination of narration
doesn't make sense, but that's fine.
Basing a track for duck rapper interrogation. When I declare invasion, there ain't no time to be staring, gazing. I turn the stage into a barren wasteland. I'm infinite. You heard of hell? Well, I was sent from it. I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments. Now I'm trying to repent from it. But when I hear the beat, I'm tempted to make another attempt at it. I'm infinite.
Nah, because this beat and that sample is so fire. It sounds like something that Alchemist would have produced. You heard of hell? Well, I was sent from it. I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments. Just that premise is so sick. You heard of hell? Well, I was sent from it. I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments. Oh my God. The way that he says serving and have you heard of and murdering, he's saying the rhyming syllables, he's rhyming them in the same cadence, but only the word. So it's almost like he's dragging it out and pointing out to you the fact that he's rhyming these words. I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments. You heard of hell? Now I'm trying to repent from it, but when I hear the beat, I'm tempted to make another attempt at it. I'm infinite. Oi! Oh. I'm not speaking too soon because this is I've dipped my toe into the water. This is the first step in the journey. I haven't even planted my foot on the ground yet. It's my first step that I'm taking. I don't want to speak too soon, but this chorus, this hook, rather, fire. We're a minute in.
There ain't no time to be staring, gazing. I turn the stage into a barren wasteland. I'm infinite. You heard of hell? Well, I was sent from it. I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments. Now I'm trying to repent from it. But when I hear the beat, I'm tempted to make another attempt at it. I'm infinite.
That's so fire to me.
The beat commit so I can beat the sense in your elite defense. I got some meat to mince, fruit is stomping into feet to rinse. I greet the tens of ladies, I spoil loyal fans. I foil your plans and leave fluids leaking like oil pans. My coiled hands around this mic.
Rev, it's literally reminding me of a time when me and my friends just used to rap in a circle and just take it in turns, like on our lunch breaks and stuff at school. That's so fire. Beat commence, beat the sense, elite defense, meet the mince, stomp 2 feet to rinse, greet the gents. And again, he's rhyming them in exactly the same cadence to show you, like, I'm really about this.
Fruit is stomping into feet to rinse. I greet the tens of ladies, I spoil loyal fans. I foil loyal fluids leaking like oil pans. My coiled hands around this microphone are lethal. One thought in my cerebral is deeper than a jeep full of people. MCs are feeble. I came to cause some pandemonium, battle of pandemonium MCs.
That's one of those bars. One thought in my cerebral is deeper than a jeep full of people. It's full of people, so it must be a deep Jeep that you're working with. You'd never refer to a Jeep as being deep. But this whole track, like, that's why this I'm not hating on it, because in this he's rapping for the sake of rapping, like he's just rhyming words. This feels free. It doesn't feel forced. It feels like a freestyle. I know that it's not, and I know that this is so perfectly crafted. Like the way that he's written this is beautiful. The way that he's written this is beautiful because he's written it with particular flows in mind. He's written it to be able to do certain things, mingle certain syllabics, say things in different ways. He's doing this on purpose. I've heard so many people do this before, but it's never sounded as free as this feels, or sounds rather. Feels.
My coiled hands around this microphone are lethal. One thought in my cerebral is deeper than a jeep full of people. MCs are feeble. I came to cause some pandemonium. Battle of pandemonium. MCs a stand-alone one. Imitator, intimidator, stimulator, simulator of data, eliminator. There's never been a greater. Since the burial of Jesus, fuck around and catch all the venereal diseases. My thesis is smash stereo to pieces. My acapella releases classic.
Can you stop it? My thesis is smash a stereo to pieces. The fact that there's so much alliteration in that as well. Thesis, there's 2 S's in there. Smash a stereo. Smash a stereo. You've got to do so much tongue work. Pause. Resume. You have to do so much tongue work in order to just get that out. So the fact that there was like a crashing of cymbals or like an added drum to the top of that, just to again enunciate the alliteration the same way that he's enunciating in a particular cadence the words that he's rhyming, he's also enunciating within the beat. He's enunciating the fact, or highlighting the fact rather, that he's using that alliteration there. It might have been difficult for him to get out in the booth, so he might have put the drums on there just to like hide the fact that he didn't quite get it out. I don't know. Whatever the reason is, that there's a reason that he's done that and he left it in the track. That's so fire that like all of this feels free. This isn't what I was expecting. This isn't what I was expecting.
Stimulator, simulator of data, eliminator. There's never been a greater. Since the burial of Jesus, fuck around and catch all the venereal diseases. My thesis is smash stereo to pieces. My acapella releases classic masterpieces through telekinesis that eases you mentally, gently, sentimentally, instrumentally, with entity, dementally, meant to be infinite. You heard the hell when I was sent from it. I went to it serving a sentence for murdering instruments. Now I'm trying to repent from it. But when I hear the beat, I'm tempted to make another attempt at it. I'm infinite.
That's so fire. Infinite.
Man, I got evidence, I'm evidence, and I've been clever ever since my residence was hesitant to do some shit that represents the MO. So I'm assuming all responsibility, cause there's a monster will in me that always wants to kill MCs. Mike Nessler, slamming like a wrestler, here to make a mess of a lyric.
1 second, what's a Mike Messler? What is that? Have they spelt that wrong, or is that a word that I've never seen before? What's a Mike Messler? As always, I'm willing to be wrong. I don't believe that's a word. I've never seen it before. Maybe he meant messenger, and this guy's just spelt it wrong. I don't know what the deal is, but that just even hearing that and seeing that word, it confused me too much. Had to stop. Couldn't carry on that. Autism. Mike Messler slamming like a wrestler. That's fire. They slam people through tables and shit. And maybe he's talking about the table as in like the rap leagues, and he's smashing through the table. Oi! Smash man through the table like Bubba Ray. Let's go.
There's a monster will in me that always wants to kill MCs. Mike Nessler, slamming like a wrestler, here to make a mess of a lyric smuggling embezzler. No one is specialer. My skill is intergalactical. I get cynical, act a fool, then I send it through back to school. I never backed a tool or act a cool. It wasn't practical. I'd rather let a tactical, tactful, tractical. You fancy, in fact I can't see or can't imagine a man who ain't a lover of beats or a fan of scratching. So this is for my family, the kid who had a cameo on my last time, plus the man who never had a plan B. Be all you can be, cause once you make an instant hit, I'm tense to bit and tempted when I see the sins my friends commit. I'm infinite.
Ooh.
You heard of hell while I was sick. Serving a sentence for murdering instruments. Now I'm trying to repent from it, but when I hear the beat, I'm tempted to make another attempt at it. I'm infinite. You heard of hell while I was sick from it.
I'm so glad he run this back.
Now I'm trying to repent from it, but when I hear the beat, I'm tempted to make another never attempted it. I'm infinite.
95, 96, and on and on and on and on and on and on.
Oi, that was shocking. That was shocking. For all the right reasons, I'll admit. Huh. Okay. Okay. Everything that I've heard from, like, nothing that I've heard from Eminem has sounded anything like that. Nothing that I've heard from Eminem has ever sounded like that. Oi. I don't know if the good feeling is because the track is genuinely good. It's so well structured, that track. And that hook as well. That hook's so good to me. Make another attempt at it. I'm infinite. It's the fact that I can tell within the writing he's done that with a flow in mind. He's done that with a particular cadence in mind. He might have done, you know, what Travis Scott does, and I'm not saying he's obviously copied it from him. Eminem's obviously older than Travis Scott. I'm just saying I've seen the process in the booth, in the studio. I've seen the process, and he'll sort of almost mumble a flow and then listen to it and then create words to match that flow, because he does things with the cadence in mind first. I'm wondering if Eminem does that same thing when he writes, like writes with a particular cadence in mind and knows how to weave that through any track, perhaps. I've got a lot of questions. If there's another track that you think will follow this nicely, a lot of you guys already will know my flavor, my taste, my style, so you'll know what to give me that I'm gonna go crazy at. But give me some surprises, you know, some stuff like this. That's crazy. I didn't think it was gonna sound like that. He sounded free on this track. He sounded, I don't know, just the only word that I can use is free. It's like vulnerable. It's childlike. That's what this whole track has reminded me of. Just when I used to rap when I was younger. Like, it didn't even have to make sense. It was just words that rhymed. If it made sense, that was a bonus. God, wasn't expecting to be surprised like that. Yeah, all information about this man below. And yeah, suggestions down below. Where should I go next? What should I listen to? And if there's any like documentary about maybe like his writing process, or if there's any sort of little YouTube video that I can watch and maybe react to and sort of get like a better insight, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll search for that in the comments, and I'll be doing a reaction to that probably before we delve too deep into the lyricism, because I kind of want to know what angle he's coming at. Right, I'm going to stop talking, because otherwise this is going to be like a half an hour podcast. If he's already doing this to me on track 1, I'm looking forward to the rest of it. If you are too, make sure you press the like button. I've been your boy, Teddy Green Stuff. Deuces.